When I was blowing out the candles at the birthday party, my boyfriend of 4 years, John Smith, was dancing closely with his childhood friend, Emily Johnson. People around were watching me with amusement. I quickly opened a bottle of champagne and said, "Shouldn't they kiss with the atmosphere like this?" John's face darkened immediately. "Anna Brown, can't you see we're just playing a game? Don't you know what jokes are appropriate and what aren't?" I shrugged inferiorly. "John, what are you talking about? I'm just creating an opportunity for you guys." With that, I filled their champagne glasses. When I put down the champagne, I saw John's embarrassed and complicated expression, but he still disdainfully challenged me. "There's nothing between me and Emily. What are you making a fuss about?" John's friend chimed in. "Anna, what you said just now was a bit thoughtless. In front of so many people, how could you put John in such an awkward position?" At this point, Emily walked over and said, "John and I are just friends. We've danced like this before, everyone here knows it. Besides, if I wanted to be with John, it would have happened long ago. There's no place for Anna." "Exactly, you're just causing unnecessary trouble," John added. They righteously criticized me as if I had done something unforgivable. Strangely, my heart only hurt for a moment and then it didn't hurt that much. I looked at their disdainful faces and calmly said, "You all have fun, I won't be an eyesore anymore. I have work tomorrow, enjoy." With that, I picked up my bag and left. As I closed the door, I heard John's angry voice, "Don't worry about her, she's just being dramatic." The party inside continued lively, but I had no interest in listening. Everyone knew I was upset. But it didn't matter because John didn't care. When I got home by taxi, John was already there, looking very displeased. "Anna, did you have to embarrass me? Was it me who embarrassed you?" I asked back, not interested in arguing with him. Just as he was about to lose his temper with me, I took my clothes and went to take a shower. The celebration party was far away from home, and though John had a car, he never thought to bring me home. While in the taxi, I saw Emily's Instagram. "I know, with you there, I can get home safely even if I'm drunk." I was too familiar with that car, it was John's. Not long after he got together with me, he told me that he wanted a car. Other colleagues had one, but he didn't. It was shameful. We saved every penny for half a year to make the down payment. The passenger seat was reserved for me, but he never allowed me to eat or put on makeup there, saying it would dirty his car. It turned out, all these principles were based on the fact that I wasn't Emily. When I came out, John was sitting on the sofa smoking. He saw my look and was very annoyed, but he suppressed it and said to me, "There's really nothing between Emily and me. If we wanted to be together, it would have happened long ago. Are you really making a fuss over this?" I turned to look at him. "I've already said I really don't care. It's you guys who are obsessed." "John, I'm very tired. I worked today and rushed to your company for the celebration without eating a bite, and now I just want to sleep. Can you be quiet for a while?" After that, I went straight to the guest room. John was shocked by my attitude. I had always been accommodating, gentle, and often possessive. Our arguments always revolved around Emily, and he never took my side. Maybe he was prepared for me to come back and have a big fight with him. Had already thought of excuses on the way, but he didn't get the expected reaction from me. I heard him smashing the coffee table in the living room, but I was too tired to appease him. I had an important client coming for an inspection tomorrow. Managed it well, I might get a promotion. As for John, he could do whatever he wanted. Seeing that I was ignoring him, he eventually quieted down. Soon, his phone rang with a special ringtone, making it clear who was calling. I heard him tiptoe to the bathroom to take the call. It was truly how the ostrich sticking its head in the sand. When I woke up the next day, John was already gone. I was thrilled about this because I finally didn't have to cater to his picky eating habits. No more complaints about the porridge being too thick or the buns too dry. I used to wake up at 5 every morning to prepare his breakfast, only to be criticized. Now, I only needed to warm a glass of soy milk and boil an egg for myself, and that was perfectly fine. I suddenly realized I didn't need John that much after all. I tittied myself up and quickly entered my working state to receive my new client. This contract was a must for me. When John called, I was showing the client around our company. He called repeatedly, so I immediately put my phone on silent. Whatever his reason, it was insignificant at that moment. My client glanced at my phone and asked, "Looks like something urgent. Do you need to take that?" "Nothing is more important than serving you, Mr. Wilson." He smiled and dropped the topic. The entire project went smoothly, and after a day of inspection, we signed the contract. I went home feeling very satisfied. When I got home, John was sitting on the sofa smoking another cigarette. I found it annoying. The whole house was filled with smoke, and I would need to air it out. He seemed displeased that I was ignoring him, put out his cigarette, and walked over to me. "Why didn't you answer my calls?" "Anna, are you still upset about me dancing with Emily? Grow up. Do you know how serious the consequences will be if you don't answer the phone because of this?" "Oh, isn't it about attending your colleague's wedding? Didn't we go as your date? I saw her post on Ins. She looked very appropriate and was a good match for you." As for me, I was with a client all day. I have my own job too. I can't keep taking leave because of your work. "John, I've already given up many opportunities for you." John's face stiffened at my words. He asked, "How much more money can you make with that promotion?" John, given that we haven't paid off the car loan, I hope you don't talk to me like that. John was clearly agitated by my words, his tone particularly nasty. Anna, you're so self-righteous. Always lecturing me. Do you know, if it wasn't for you clinging to me like a leech, I would never have been with you. Yes, you were the campus heartthrob back then. I should consider myself extremely lucky to be with you, right? I cut him off, finishing his sentence for him. These words about not being worthy had been said by John many times, each time wounding me deeply. But this time, it didn't hurt as much. However, John wasn't about to let it go. He asked, I went with Emily today. Don't you have anything to say about that? I think it's great. You saved face and secured her deal. I shrugged. John looked at me and suddenly laughed. Anna, you better stay this stuff. I'm going out for dinner with her tonight. Satisfied?